English superiorly. We're gonna learn English quick.
What is word stress? Word stress is one or two of the syllables in the word which is louder and clearer than the rest. That is stress, not the stress that you get when you work too much. It's about bringing more awareness to one of the sounds, one of the syllables in word stress. What is stress, though? Stress means that the word or whatever is slightly more pronounced, a little bit louder, more elevated, more important. It's more important. Important. Yeah? So, it comes down to word rhythm, okay? For example, didum, didum, or dum-dee, dum-dee, okay? Didum, dum-dee, dum-dee, didum, dum-dee. This is how words function. They have one of their syllables is less than the other. For example, dessert, dessert. Desert, desert. Didum, dum-dee, dum-dee. Didum, dum-dee. Yeah? Those are for two syllables. What about three syllables? Diddy-dum, decongest, diddy-dum, or dum-diddy. Selflessly. Selflessly. Dum-diddy. Diddy-dum, dum-diddy. Okay, that's kind of basically how word rhythm works. It's didum, dum-dee. Didum, dum-dee. So that's kind of English for you. Not sure if it's similar in Spanish, but yeah. Stress is identified by an apostrophe in the dictionary. So you will know when to stress something by the apostrophe before the syllable. So this one is able, able, dum-dee, dum-dee, able. And this one is ability, a dum-diddy, a dum-diddy, ability, a dum-diddy, ability. Yeah? So we know that because of the apostrophe. Stress can also change pronunciation. So here we have atom, atom. Then we have atomic, atomic, atom. So we have that wide open A sound, atom. And then because the stress is now on the second one, we reduce the first one to the schwa sound. Remember, the schwa is very common, especially with being reduced. Atomic, atomic, atom, atomic. Or origin, origin, oh. It's that oh sound, oh, complete sound. What about this one? Original, original, original. Now the stress has changed from the oh to the ri. Now the oh is no longer oh, but it's It's gone. It's been reduced again down to the schwa. Original, original, origin, origin, original. And here it is actually in the phonetics. So you can see you've got the apostrophe for the oh, as in that first syllable. Oh, ri, jin, j, in, origin. Well, here we have now, we can see that the oh has changed to the schwa sound, the upside down e. Original, 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 origin, original. So they look the same, but they are actually pronounced, they change. Advantage, 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 advantageous, advantageous, tageous, advantage, advantageous. So, stress changes pronunciation. Stress also changes meaning. So, if you compare tumor and tumor, tumor, that's dum-dim, dum-dee, sorry, dum-dee, dee-dum, tumor. Tumor, sorry, it's dum-dee, dee-dum, tumor. So, a tumor is what you have if you have cancer. And two more, two sentences. It's two words, sorry. Dos más. Two extra. 1, 2 extra. So can see here how word stress can confuse, complicate, because we have one word here and we have two words here. If you say, I have a two more, it's not going to sound right. I have a two more. No, I have a tumor. Two more. I have a two more. No, I would like two more ice creams, please. Two more. It's got like a little pause in between it. There's a little pause between two more. There's the difference, because otherwise tumor is one word. So stress can also help with meaning. So in English, a word can be a verb or a noun. So, for example, a book can also be to book. A play can also be to play. A play as in what you go to a theatre can also be the verb to play with your friends, playing a game. Now, this is okay because there's no change in pronunciation. You would know from the context. But we're going to look at now, in a second, some verbs and nouns that look the same, but the stress changes. And that shows which version it is, and that helps with meaning. Similarly, compare 40 and 14. Okay, a lot of my students get confused, have problems with defining 14 and 40. Okay, it's dum-dee, dee-dum. Dum-dee, 40, 14, dee-dum, 14, dee-dum, dum-dee, dee-dum, okay? Dum-dee, dee-dum, 40, 50, 60, 70, 14, 15, 16, 17, dum-dee, dum-dee, sorry, dee-dum, dee-dum, dum-dee, dum-dee, okay? That's word stress. So let's have a look. Some noun and verb examples. So you've got desert, dum-dee, desert, to dessert, dee-dum, dee-dum, dessert. And actually they can also be, this is annoying, right? Look how, like a desert as well can also be un postre, right? A cake, a dessert. But you can also desert. The soldiers deserted the battlefield, as in to escape, basically missing, right? And then you got desert. So they look similar. Desert, dessert. So I'm using the dash and the tilde. What is that called again? Is that a dash as well? What is it called again? Can't remember now. Forward slash. It's a slash. So I'm using the slash to show you the first one, right? The slash. Dum-dee. Desert. Dee-dum. Desert. So if you want at home to repeat, just to help you and see if you can feel it, dum-dee, dee-dum. Dum-dee, dee-dum. Yeah? Or say it out loud. Desert. Dessert. Well, this one, my address, dum-dee, address, or I'm going to address everybody. I'm going to address the people. Address, to address. An object, this is an object, a thing, and I object, dum-dee, dee-dum. Object, this is an object. I would like to object. Dum-dee, dee-dum. Object. Kind of sounds difficult, right? But a permit, you get a permit, and I permit you. Permit, I permit. So you could get, these days in the United States, you can get a permit for smoking marijuana for legally. That's a permit. Or you can have a driving permit. Permit. Dum-dee. Permit. Dum-dee. And are you allowed? Are you permitted? I permit you. I allow you. I give you you're okay, you can smoke here. You can smoke your cigarettes. Permit. To permit. Record, yeah. Record. This is a record. This is where you put music on a record. And this is where you record. Dum dee, dee dum. Record. Dee dum. Record. Dum dee. Record. Record. It's all about the word stress. And that is word stress. You also have sentence stress. So, content versus functional words, okay? So this is the big problem, that learners try to hear everything. Like, I need to hear every single thing in the sentence to make it understand. That's not really necessary. You need to listen to the content words, which we'll look at what are they in a second. Because English is a stress-timed language, okay? So this sentence, he's a good and happy dog, takes longer than he's an interesting professional. He's a good and happy dog is longer than he's an interesting professional. Even though here we have 10 syllables and here we have 3. And the reason why is because you have here 3 content words. Good, happy, dog. And here you have interesting professional. So you have good, he's good, happy, dog. He's an interesting professional. I mean, you would thought this one would be longer because it is 10 syllables, but it's not like that because English is a stress-time language. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and then a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So it stays the same. Well, but we add these other sounds in between. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a yeah. So that's how English is. 1 and then a 2 and then a 3 and then a 4 and a. You could almost get then as well, and then a 1 and then a 2 and then a. It's difficult. So let's look at content words and functional words. Yeah, what are content words? I've got this wrong way around. Sorry, I've got this the wrong way around. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it happens. I flipped them. So these are functional. This one on the left are functional words, and these ones on the right are the content words. So you have to beg my pardon. So, for example, functional words is the grammar, right? It's things like articles, like the and the auxiliaries, like can, do, be, demonstratives, like this and that, quantifiers, little, few, the amounts, prepositions of, about, to, pronouns, he, she, and conjunctions, and, but. Those are functional words, part of the grammar. The content words are the nouns, like Ben, I, the USA. Verbs, like say, talk, play. Adjectives, like beautiful, happy, and hungry. Or adverbs, like quickly and slowly. So these ones on the right here, they give context. They give content. They give information. These ones on the left are functional. They just serve to act, just to basically create sentences. So what we do in English is we stress the important information. The important information, this is sentence stress. This is stressing the words, the content words of a sentence. Much more important. So one way of hearing that is through poems and songs. And so we're going to look at limericks. A limerick is a kind of poem. And I've highlighted already the words that are stressed, basically. So you can hear it a little bit clearer with these kind of songs. So let me sing it to you. The video stopped to buffer. That caused all the viewers to suffer. Just 1% done. What's delaying the fun? Perhaps poems have something to offer. Okay, so here we have very clear stress pattern. Di-dum, 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 right? The video stopped to buffer. That caused all the viewers to suffer. Just 1% done. What's delaying the fun? Perhaps poems have something to offer. Actually, one of my friends wrote that from university. And what is it saying? The video stopped to buffer, as in the when you're downloading a music video and it stops and it goes, you're waiting for it to download. That's buffering. To make people suffer. I'm suffering. Oh no, my video stopped. Just 1% done. What is delaying the fun? Like, obviously it's fun to watch videos. However, perhaps, maybe, poems, like this one, have something to offer instead. So that's a limerick. A limerick follows the same kind of rhythm of the 1, 2, 1, 2, and then the final one. We got buffer, suffer, offer. Buffer, suffer, offer. Okay, done, fun. So that's the rhyme there. So that's a good one, limerick. What about this one? A poet, right? Rudyard Kipling. I keep 6 honest serving men. They taught me all I knew. Their names were what and why and when, and how and where and who. I send them over land and sea. I send them east and west. But after they have worked for me, I give them all a rest. So this one is like, I keep, and I feel like I should have probably highlighted these two. I keep 6 honest serving men. They taught me all I knew. They taught me all I knew. Keep, men. Their names are, with the names, because these are nouns, right? So what and why and when, how and where and who. So you got the intonation there. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. I send them over land and sea. I send them east and west. But after they have worked for me, I give them all the rest. Okay, so it's not I keep 6 honest serving men. They taught me all I knew. Their names are what and why and when and how and where and who. I send, that's not English, is it? Doesn't sound like. It's not like Spanish. Bum, 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 bum. Spanish is bum, bum, bum. In English it's ba-bum, da-dum, da-dum, da-da-ba-dee-dum, da-dum. One more time. I keep 6 honest serving men. They taught me all I knew. I keep them with me. They're honest, they're loyal, and they help me, they serve me, and they teach me everything. And their names are what and why and when and how and where and who. So what's your name? Where are you from? Why are you here? This is what he's saying. These men are these question words. I send them over land and sea. I send them east and west. So I use them for everything, right? And after they've worked for me, I give them all the rest. That's nice of you. And finally, let's look at a nursery rhyme. A very, very clear, again, stress pattern here. Okay? Can't really miss it. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. So wow, okay, this is stylistic right here, because it's Humpty Dumpty. You can already feel that he's quite Humpty Dumpty. I should have put a picture here. Probably. Humpty Dumpty was that egg on the wall. He feels quite heavy, right? Humpty Dumpty, boom, boom, boom. Dum, it's Dumpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Sat on a wall. It would be dum dee dee dum. Sat on a wall. Dum dee dee dum. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Ooh. And now this sounds like kind of horses, right? All the king's horses and all the king's men. All the king's horses and all the... You can imagine they were the horses going, all the king's horses and all the king's men. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Right? So again, it's not Humpty Dump. No, it's not. Can I even do that in a robot voice? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. I mean, it sounds okay because it rhymes, but it's not natural. It's da-dum, 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 da-dum. Dum-dee-dum, dum-dee, dee-dum, dee-dum. Dee-dee-dum, dum-dee-dee. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Boom. So how can you improve your intonation? Create your own poem or song. Try experimenting with English. Get creative. Have fun with it. Right? Make you one of these poems. Make a little poem. You try to use it. Try to use English. Get creative. Record yourself is another one. Take your phone. Make a video. Do I sound natural comparing it? Do you compare it to yourself and compare it to maybe a TV show, or maybe me? Maybe you'll compare it to a sentence with me. You can send it. Ben, I want a few sentences. Help me. Or the Humpty Dumpty. You could sing the Humpty Dumpty, but record yourself. And that allows you to evaluate yourself. And also go slowly. So learn to crawl like on all fours before you can run. So Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. It doesn't have to be really fast. Go slowly. Yeah, so that, guys, is intonation. And as a little bonus, I want to add one more thing. Tone. Intonation is also about what you know. How you say it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Sorry, this is sentence stress. Forget that. We're done. Thank you very much. That was sentences. That was sentence stress.
Learning English superiorly. We're gonna learn English quick.